Hello beautiful people, my name is Martyna and I welcome you to my channel Fashion Vademekum. In here we talk all about fashion, its incredible power, and ways in which you can make your wardrobe more sustainable and really crafted for your needs. And today we're talking about the man, Harry Styles, and his fashion personality. Some people might think that he's just effortlessly well dressed, but I don't think that there's anyone that has this zero effort ability to look as good as he does. So today I'm going to uncover to you all of the secrets, the tips, the techniques, the inspiration behind his look. And in order to sort of do that well, I've decided to prepare a system called 3 I's. Ideas, inspiration, implementation. We're going to get through all of them step by step and you'll see what is Harry Styles' successful fashion all about. So let's go. Number 1 is ideas, and in here I have a few descriptions. I hope that you'll appreciate my poetic abilities, or at least hard tries. So the first idea is, I see it, I like it, I want it, I wear it. So basically, you go shopping or you go to your wardrobe, whatever, and you are open-minded. And how does Harry Styles do it? We can, for example, see him quite often wearing clothes that were designed for women. And when he was asked about it, he was just like, yeah, sometimes people tell me that the clothing isn't for males, but I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make me want to wear it less, it's beautiful. And this doesn't have to only relate to gender, it also can relate to sizes, whether you're willing to go a few sizes up in order to get a different look. Wearing for example, my shirt is on the other side. And going to different sections, trying different colors. I think that a lot of people have this issue that whenever they go to a store, they're drawn to certain items, but they don't allow themselves to even try them on. There is a lot of excuses. Oh, I'm too old, no, it's not my color, no, my legs aren't that good for this. And I believe that Harry Styles is the person that goes out there and he's like, wow, that's beautiful, let me try it on, even if it's going to look terrible. So you should try it too. And please remember that Harry Styles has been trying his fashion for quite a while, and it isn't that he's always been having all the hits. I don't know if you remember, but the first time he wore his white floral Gucci suit, there was like a flood of memes about him looking like an old lady couch. Like, he still was trying later on, okay? So we don't give up, we're open-minded, we allow ourselves to experiment, try different things, and we don't put boundaries on ourselves. Second principle is, I just want to have fun. Harry Styles, whenever it comes to his clothes, is quite often expressing his sense of humor. And we've seen him with Mickey Mouse, Louis Vuitton luggage, we've seen him with lots of graphic t-shirts, and it seems that and we've also seen him give an interview in a robe. The one thing that he sort of expresses is that he likes clothes, he's having fun, and the easiest way to maybe start applying this principle is obviously by, for example, graphic t-shirts, which we've seen Harry wear quite a bit. And in here it's worth mentioning that we quite often sort of connotate Harry Styles' fashion with this gender fluidity, but he never stated that it was his intention, so I don't want to push this idea further. I've made a video about why fashion is so important. I said that it's a way also of expressing your political beliefs, your ideas, so you can check it out. And I think that there is a part of this, but we don't want to push anything on Harry that he doesn't want to. Now we go to the second part, which is inspiration. I think that behind every person's style, there's been someone else that inspired them. And for Harry, we've seen him take inspiration from many different stars, like Shania Twain. He said that she's his biggest inspiration. Elton John, so there's denim overalls and his costume Halloween. Elvis Presley, Mick Jagger, Prince, a lot, and he's also like even Princess Diana with his sheep sweater. And I believe that we all need to look for inspiration, whether it means watching some films that you find inspiring, looking at the runway, looking at your favorite celebrities, and just not only should you analyze what they're wearing, because this is always up to your own interpretation, but you should just see sort of what creates the it factor in their style, and Harry Styles does it really well. The third and last eye implementation, and now we're going to go number 1. Catch eye is a must-have. So what does it mean? Whenever Harry Styles is spotted, whether it is on the stage, where obviously his eye-catching piece is, for example, Gucci suit, or whether he's spotted in his sweatpants out, there's always accessories he has on. And I mean, he has a great advantage in here because like his face is sort of a statement piece. Not everyone is as fortunate, and he also has tattoos which can act as those, but quite often, whether he's wearing a very simple tee and really basic trousers, he has his sunglasses on, or he has his pearl necklace, or as we've seen on the Met, he has his earring on. Or it's just that he's wearing a graphic t-shirt that has quite bold, sort of different color print. There's always something. And this is what elevates his looks from like really basic and just plain to stylish, classy, sophisticated, fun, and different. And this is something, oh, and also his rings. This is very often, he's been spotted a few times in just this like, I don't really care outfit, but with so many earrings that you know, there's charisma instantly added there, and that makes him seem like this effortlessly chic person. And it is truly effortless because these pieces are easy to wear. You can also use scarves, you can use brooch, for example, or even like makeup can be a statement piece, or your tights, for example. There's loads of things, but for him it's really important that literally, or hat, whenever you look at, I believe like 99.9% of the photos that had been taken of him, he's always having something that is the statement piece. He's also been seen quite a lot wearing like bold coats, and that is a thing that I hardly ever see people do, because it might seem sort of weird to wear a hoodie and your gold rings, or a hoodie and your leopard coat. But actually the great advantage of this is what I've said in the previous video about Margaret Thatcher, that if you have this thing that's always with you whenever you go, however you look, this is going to become your signature, and that's great. You can make it something that's more meaningful. So for example, him having his colorful nails and pink and blue could mean something, or you can just have this something that's going to simply make people recognize you and remember you better. The second principle, this is so cheesy, clothes like Chardonnay get better over time. You see how creative I am? Okay, so Harry Styles has been spotted quite a lot wearing vintage pieces, and this is the thing that I absolutely love. I really care about sustainability. You should too. We have one planet. And we have a lot of people and animals that should be treated better. And so there's like two things. A is that he often wears, for example, t-shirts that are vintage, or sweaters, pants, his like floral shirts. And then the pieces he wears from Gucci or from like Marc Jacobs, different brands, are quite often also vintage inspired. So for you, if you would like to steal some of his ideas, I think that going thrifting is one of the greatest things you could do. Obviously, you could buy a piece that is made to look like vintage, but is it truly the best option? Usually not. Pieces that were worn by somebody for years have a history. They're usually better made. They're very original, unique, difficult to find something similar, and you get the sense of authenticity that quite often the new retro-like clothes don't have. And you can combine like really sort of obviously vintage pieces with those more modern. And actually in the next video that I'll be doing, which is a lookbook of Harry Styles inspired, most of the pieces are thrifted, because you can find a lot of beautiful jackets, like blazers. You can find loads of colorful t-shirts, shirts, many graphic tees. You can find all of the sort of like granny sweaters. You do not need to buy the sweater from Marc Jacobs, I promise. And if you don't want to go for this like obviously vintage aesthetic, there's still a lot for you to buy in secondhand. Trust me. Third rule is create your dress code. So Harry Styles has sort of two personas, style personas, I would say. We all have some. There's this sort of division maybe between like four, at least like I know. So there's a star, somebody who wants to make a show. There's a boss, somebody who wants to show power. There's a nurturer who simply wants to be kind and express his sort of kindness. And then we have a perfectionist that simply cares about the fits. The tailor is quite strict about his clothing. So Harry Styles has, I believe, two, and one is the star whenever he's on stage. Then he usually goes for bold colors, well-tailored suits, low cuts, sequins, fringes, all of that. So simply things that catch our attention, that draw all the eyes to him. And as you see, his clothing serves a lot of purpose on this part. And then we have him on the other side of the spectrum, which is him in everyday life. And we can tell that he values comfort in here, but he still doesn't give up his fashion sense. And why I called it dress code is because I think that we often have this issue of being tired or lazy or just undecisive and not knowing what to wear. This typical, I don't have nothing to wear. And when we think of like the basic outfit or like the lazy outfit, something for everyday wear, we quite often go for the jeans and the t-shirt or sweatpants and a hoodie. And nothing wrong with, okay, I believe that there's something wrong with that, but sorry. But Harry Styles created this sort of uniform of him, which is really effortless for him now because that's what he owns and it's still comfortable. And an example can be his floral shirt and quite simple shorts, or his colorful shirts and a white or black shirt. And this is something that I think everyone should try to create. These sort of set of the pieces that you can always take out of your wardrobe, that they're super easy for you. These are your sort of I don't know what to wear pieces, and they don't need to be boring, they don't need to be messy. It can be, let's say, leggings and a blazer. It can be, for me, it's in the summer, for example, a skirt, like almost a skirt, and all of the jackets that I own and like different prints and colors, and everybody thinks that it's a lot of effort. It's not. Like, this is something that I wear whenever I don't know what to wear, whenever I don't want to think about it. And these pieces don't need to be that complicated, but the important part is that they make you look really polished, sophisticated, or classy, fun, fashionable, and they're like your solution for these days when you're just not feeling like it. Maybe you're in a worse mood, maybe you're sad, maybe you just do not have time. It's great to have something like this because this erases the issue of wearing pieces that don't really serve you, that don't make you feel good, and in the end just ending up not looking your best, not feeling your best, not expressing yourself well. So having such uniform for different occasions, as not everyone is going to go and see on the stage and perform, but maybe you should sort of divide between your school outfit and your everyday outfit, or your sports outfit and your everyday outfit, or your work outfit, your kids outfit. Loads of ways to open, but it's really important that you look for different approaches to comfortable everyday fashion than just the typical I don't care, let's put in whatever. And then here also comes in handy those statement pieces, because even if you opt for the white t-shirt and jeans, you can add some accessories just like a hat and wings, and you'll look instantly like this effortlessly cool look that I think we all want, and we do not really know how to get there. So this is the third piece of advice. And the fourth one is just be confident, own it. People like Harry Styles or Rihanna or Lady Gaga, they do not always make the best choices, but when you see someone come inside with smile, with such confidence, with sort of like attitude that I like to dress the way I do, I have fun, I'm doing great, you won't be even questioning it. And with Harry Styles, he also made a few, for example, proportion mistakes a few times, but we do not even notice, because he has this aura, this charisma, and this style personality that's so prominent and so sort of confident that we are not really feeling like even questioning it. And that is the goal. This requires time. Harry also said that it's not like he always had this. Sometimes, especially when he was in One Direction, he sort of toned it down. And as I've said, the first reactions were really not that pleasant. But this is a good training of your assertiveness and your self-love, your confidence that you can try, and hopefully you'll be able to find your own unique style that is signature, that is really serving you, that you love, that you feel absolutely incredible in. And of course, we can learn a lot from Harry Styles, which does not mean that we are trying to copy all his looks, because we should all add our own spin on things, add our own personality. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching. I hope that you're healthy in this quite terrible situation, and if you would love to support a small YouTuber and you're interested in fashion and sustainability and its power and more videos like this, please subscribe. If you want to know something more about Harry, or maybe like different styles of different celebrities, please let me know in the comment. And I think that you don't want to miss the next video about his lookbook. I've been trying really hard on it, and it is going to be fabulous. Thank you guys very much. Have a beautiful day.